Hello. Today we will talk with you about Binotto's departure from Ferrari. Ferrari has officially announced that team principal Mattia Binotto's resignation has been accepted. Weeks of speculation have finally turned to reality, and Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto has been announced to resign from his post. The allegations that Binotto will leave the team have been on the agenda for several weeks. Initial reports were that Binotto would be sacked by Ferrari president John Elkann, but these allegations were denied by both Ferrari and Binotto. But last week, it was revealed that the duo of Elkann and Benedetto Vigna did not trust Binotto enough, so the Italian team principal decided to leave his post. Binotto did not want to work in an untrustworthy environment and he resigned as of Friday. After several days of evaluation, Ferrari accepted Binotto's resignation. The Italian boss will remain in his current position until December 31st, after which he will leave the Ferrari company completely. This means that it is not possible for him to work in the technical department. Ferrari CEO Vigna said, "We thank Mattia for his great contribution during his 28 years at Ferrari, and especially for the efforts he made last year to bring the team back into a competitive position. He emphasized that they are in an excellent position to win the championship in the future." With this decision, Binotto's 28-year Ferrari career will come to an end. Binotto, who started as an engineer and took over the engine department at Ferrari, later became the technical director, was promoted to team principal in 2019. "It is with great regret that I have decided to end my cooperation with Ferrari," said Binotto. "I am leaving a company that I love and have been a part of for 28 years with the peace of mind that I believe I have made every effort to achieve the set goals. I'm leaving behind a cohesive and growing team. This is a strong team that is ready to achieve the highest goals and I wish the best for the future. It was very difficult for me to take this decision, but I think it is right to take this step right now. I would like to thank all Gestione Sportiva employees who shared this journey with me, which is full of challenges but also with satisfaction," said Binotto. So, how did the process that brought Binotto to resign proceed? 4 team bosses have changed in the last 9 years at Ferrari. The result is a big zero. In a sport where stability, development, continuity and trust are so important, it does not make sense to change the team boss almost every 2 years and expect success. So is thinking that everything will be okay by constantly blaming one person and then sending the accused off the team because of the culture of pointing fingers. Entering a period of rebuilding after removing that person from the team causes you to lose years in a sport like F1 where every second counts. Since 2008, Ferrari has been in continuous 3 to 4 year rebuilding periods and just lost time. Even Jean Todt, one of the greatest managers of this team, was able to win his first championship 6 years after the team came in 1993. 1994, 1995 and especially 1996 cars were not supercars. In the 1996 car, the air intake of the engine was designed incorrectly, so the pilots even had to keep their heads down on the straights. But Todt did not part ways. Patience was given, trust was given. After 6 years of rebuilding, we watched one of the most dominant teams in F1 history. If Todt had been fired after 2 unsuccessful years, as he is today, maybe we wouldn't have seen the Ferrari we saw from 2000 to 2004. Binotto, the last team principal to leave Ferrari, also always emphasized how important continuity was because he was also a part of the team during Todt's time and was able to experience up close how important continuity is. Binotto summed it up well in his last press conference at the Abu Dhabi GP, in his own words, "Stability is important. Red Bull hasn't won anything in 9 years but they haven't changed their team boss. I was there when Todt won everything. Todt it came in 1993, we won the first championship in 1999. By the way, the past 6 years is a long time. A lot of things had to be rebuilt and those were important years. I think stability is the best thing in this sport." The 3 main characters in this Italian drama are Mattia Binotto, Ferrari F1 team principal, John Elkann, Ferrari president, and Benedetto Vigna, Ferrari C. Elkann's grandfather, Johnny Agnelli, invested heavily in Ferrari about 10 years before Elkann was born. In other words, we can say that Elkann's ties with Ferrari are innate. Ferrari's current CEO, Vigna, joined the team in mid-2021. For about 1.5 years before Vigna joined the team, Elkann was running Ferrari alone. At the beginning of 2022, 6 months after Vigna joined the team, things started to get messy inside Ferrari. Ferrari surprisingly started 2022 with a new organizational structure. Just before Christmas, Maranello's new CEO, Benedetto Vigna, removed 3 key names from the team structure. These 3 key names extracted from the structure of the organization: Nicola Boari, Michael Leiters and Vincenzo Regazzoni. Ferrari started 2022 with 3 major departures. Elkann and Binotto did not get along well in the F1 department either. In January of 2022, as you know, all the focus at Maranello was on the 2022 project. While everyone at the factory was focusing on the 2022 vehicle, there were already rumors that Elkann would part ways with Binotto if the 2022 vehicle was not at a level to win a race. Then again in January 2022, the Todt crisis emerged and the threads between Elkann and Binotto were tense. Allegedly, Elkann did not want Todt to join the team, which Binotto wanted to see in the team. Binotto desperately wanted Todt to join the team because Todt would support Binotto, with whom he had a very good relationship, and Binotto's future as team principal would be solid. The Binotto-Todt duo worked together when the Italian team dominated the championships. Therefore, Binotto thought that Todt could help him more than Elkann in the 2022 season, when a new era would begin. Todt would support increasing the team's sporting political presence and, according to Binotto, it would help him more. Also, Todt could have been a good bridge between Elkann, who doesn't have a full racing background, and the racing department. The arrival of Todt would have guaranteed the start of a mid-term Binotto-Todt era, and Elkann did not want to continue with these two, and especially with Binotto. With the arrival of Todt, Binotto's future as team principal would solidify. Elkann, who did not want to continue with Binotto in the medium-term future, did not want Todt, who would support Binotto, to join the team. Elkann saw 2021 as a preparation for 2022 and expected a car that could win a race again in 2022. Otherwise, it was on the agenda that ways with Binotto could part ways, and rumors were circulating. As Elkann-Binotto's tension continues, F175's excellent pace and performance in the first races of the season. This extinguished the fire for a short time. However, the championship was lost due to mistakes made after the first few races of the season and falling behind in the second half. Still, progress was made from 2021 to 2022, just as progress was made from 2020 to 2021, and we watched a Ferrari able to fight for race wins again. After the season finale at the Abu Dhabi GP, the Italian team was focused on preparing for the 2023 season, when Red Bull will have aerodynamic test time constraints. However, with the team's form falling in the second half of 2022, rumors about Binotto's future with the team emerged again at the Brazilian GP weekend. Many wrote that after the season finale in Abu Dhabi, Binotto would be fired and replaced by Frederic Vasseur. Elkann and Vigna did not issue a statement to refute the rumors or take action on the issue, and there was no statement to support Binotto or defend against the press on the issue. Only when Binotto asked for an explanation to end these rumors was a brief statement released. Still, Binotto thought his position was secure. After all, the 2022 car was competitive and finished the season ahead of Mercedes. When Binotto returned to Italy, he hoped to at least get some firm support from his bosses, Elkann and Vigna, so that the team could work without distractions. There was a lot of rumor going around and the support from Elkann and Vigna would at least help the team focus on 2023. However, when Binotto returned to Italy, he did not find the support he had hoped for. Elkann was not a supporter of Binotto, as it was in the last 2 years, and Binotto had now made his decision. There was no need to delay the absolute end by working further with Elkann. He also submitted his resignation. Since the conditions of the resignation were discussed and Binotto wanted to resign on his own terms, the process took a little longer and took almost a week. Binotto will probably be on garden leave for 6 months, but allegedly, 4 teams have already knocked on Binotto's door. It is rumored that Alpine and Aston Martin have made an offer to Binotto. More importantly, it is claimed that a team at the front of the grid made an offer to Binotto. In short, this was the process that led to Binotto's resignation. I think Ferrari's problems are bigger than Binotto. Just sending Binotto will not be a solution. It is the right decision, but this decision alone will not bring the results Ferrari wants. Of course, this is my opinion. We'll see what happens at Ferrari in the future. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.